Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another edition of the Community Talk Show. I'm your host, Mohammed Amin, and I'm supporting the Wellbeing Show in absence of my colleague who's been otherwise engaged at work commitment. So I'm acting as Mr. Ali. I'll try and do my best to entertain you, try and do my best to bring the same enthusiasm into the conversation today. You're listening to me live on Radio Aapki Awaaz here from the studios of Radio Aapki Awaaz here in the heart of Birmingham and the heart of Alam Rock in Birmingham, I should say. You can listen to us live on www.aapkiawaaz.co.uk, the Radio Garden app, the Hindi radio app, the Aapki Awaaz app as well. And also you can listen to us our recordings on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and live feeds on our social media pages on Facebook. And you can also ask questions on the live feed on the social media pages as well. To advertise or sponsor a program, the number is 07944 808 141, 07944 808 141. These community wellbeing shows, community talk shows are all presented by volunteers here at Radio Aapki Awaaz. And we do this for the benefit of the community. We do this for the benefit for yourself. And we always welcome feedback. And if there's any specific topic, any area you like us to talk, let us know. Also, if there's any community organizations out there like to promote their community projects in and around Birmingham, we're more than welcome to invite you into our studios and have a discussion live on air. And if there's any events that are happening you would like us to promote or inform the listeners, please again contact us. Our number is 07944 808 141. The studio number here is 0121 682 8142. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Thank you very much for coming on to our program this evening. Please introduce yourself.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah kul khair for just give me the opportunity just to be a guest to the
Thank you.
Alam Rock community
MashaAllah, thank you.
Birmingham, which is it's the heart of Birmingham. My name is Abbas Steaton. I'm originally from Palestine, known as Abu Hamza.
MashaAllah.
Member of the Palestinian community here in Birmingham for more than 20 years.
MashaAllah.
And I born and raised in Gaza.
MashaAllah.
Myself,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I finished my schools there in Gaza as well. Then I went to Algeria to finish my university there. I graduated as a lawyer there.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I traveled did master in Holland, and then I came here as well to do another master in LLM in international law and human rights. And a few years ago, I went again to the university, did another master in international relations at Birmingham University and terrorism and political violence, just to understand how they think about, because when they said about terrorism and political violence, we always, they accuse us as, and what is in the corner. Because of that, we need to understand the mentality that we dealing with. And I became a part of, as a British citizen here, as a part of this society and this community. We doing a lot of activities as well, and I'm doing the human rights lawyer for a long time. Then I established a charity a few years ago, 2018, called Euro Relief. Euro Relief, we're doing the charity work to the Palestinians generally. Alhamdulillah, this is just short introduction about myself.
MashaAllah, I'm very, very grateful that you give me a synopsis of your education, of your life. Now, what's happening in Palestine, especially in Gaza, must be very dear to you because you can relate to it. Your family has been affected. I'm very, very grateful that you want to come in and share your experience. You see, us Muslims in the West, we enjoy life, we enjoy freedom of speech, and we welcome you to explain what upbringing you had and just flavor of what the people are going through, please.
To be honest with you, for the first few days, I will have the energy and the motivation even to talk about what is there.
Yeah.
But after these weeks, it's very hard to me, to be honest, to make my decision to come to continue talking as well, because I find there is no value for our words, to be honest with you,
I understand.
because all these killings, and we still continue talking about and talking. It's we lost the motivation to talk about our victim, because the whole world knowing very well what's happening there, and everyone now, it's on the screens, live on the screens, what's happening there, and that just feel more pain and just continue talking after now more than about 6 weeks now, and we still talking about more than 6 weeks, and we still talking about this, and this is the 100, and this is the 20 martyrs. The situation is very hard, to be honest with you. And myself, all my family there, my personnel there, I have 4 brothers and 5 sisters there, with their kids and their grandchildren as well. That means more than my close relatives, my brothers and sisters and their kids, and more than 300 to 350 family members there under this brutal situation. I lost some of them. But we saying Alhamdulillah, let's continue saying Alhamdulillah, but the situation is there. It's not only my family, and other families lost more than double or triple my loss as well. And it's as you know, it's crazy situation there. What we feel that the people just suffering, and the situation is very hard, as everyone know in this world now. It's no food, no water, no medicine, no life, to be honest with you.
Now, brother, thank you very much. I know it's very emotive for you to even discuss this, but we leave aside the religion, okay? It's mankind. Do not people understand that we're talking about, regardless of what faith people they are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that, you kill one person, you're killing mankind, right?
The whole mankind, yeah.
Regardless of what religion you are, all of the main fundamentals are the same, okay?
Yeah.
The bit I find heartbreaking is I cannot use words to explain, because, mashallah, you're a master's, you're a graduate, you've done extra degrees. So when we're talking about conflict, when we're talking about human behavior, mashallah, you're more than a master to even discuss this. But why do you think that this has not been treated as genocide?
It is, as you said, it is genocide. It is genocide, and more than genocide. As there is one scholar a few days ago at Al Jazeera English said that what the description or just about the genocide, or even especially for the hospitals, it is more than what described by the law itself, because no one
by
the legislators,
international human rights.
But for the legislature, when they put this legislation about this, no one put in his mind someone will evacuate the patient themselves from that. No one come to this level of the low level of humanity to come to this very bad. Because of that, it's genocide, and because of that, when we said the conflict, and I wanted to correct you to say it's not conflict. It's no conflict. It's not two armies. No two sides. It's one side occupation and the oppressed other. This is the situation. Because when we mistaken ourselves, we said it's a conflict between the Palestinians and Israel. No, it's not conflict. It's war. It's brutal aggression from one side. Got all the support from the whole world against innocent people just living in their own home country there, and no one just helping them. No two sides, no conflict. It's crimes. It's genocide. It's myself just invent this term, because genocide for the Palestinians, from the people said we are Holocaust survivors.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And I think that the new term could be, myself just still, because I'm doing some research
Yes,
at the
research,
university,
yes.
it could be Genopal-Coast. The Geno
Yeah.
from genocide,
Genocide.
Pal for Palestinians,
Palestinian.
Coast from Holocaust. Genopal-Coast, which are hopefully to be the sign of what happening now in this part of the world.
Part of the world.
It's Genopal-Coast. Genopal-Coast, that means the genocide for the Palestinians from these, they said we are the Holocaust survivors. We don't, as you mentioned, it's not about religion, it's about the humanity, which is we are all equal in the humanity, we're all the same. We have to be treated the same. If someone, any child be killed in anywhere in the world, we will cry and we will try to help him and we will stand with him. Because of that, we think the situation there in Palestine need to be human to understand and to act.
Baisab, we will revisit this again. Let's move to the UK. We have elected politicians in the UK, okay, who represent the community, who are the electorate who have voted for these politicians, whether they're for the local authority here for Birmingham City Council or whether they are member of parliament sitting in London. What's the message for you, for our elected representatives? Because again, you've got, we had the vote last Wednesday, we've had the vote. Many people from the current sitting government, in Conservative government, many opposition MPs from the Labour Party either refrained to vote or abstained for vote. What is your message out to these people who are supposed to be representing the community who elected them to be in those positions in the first place?
Yes, very good question to ask about these things, because we have to, between two brackets, our community, organize ourselves to let them know that we can threaten their seats.
Gee.
It's very important to let them know, because when you be a representative for a community, you have to do the interest of the community.
Yes.
All the community, the majority of the community in Birmingham especially, they are against what happening there now.
Yeah.
It's all majority that about our Asian and Muslim and others as well from this community who voted for these MPs or even the councillors here. Against, you have to represent them. If you are their representative, you have to present them, and you can't just keep aside. And this, I want just to appreciate and thank the Welsh and the Scottish and the Catalan.
That's right.
And the Irish as well. The Irish, the Catalan, and the Welsh and the Scottish. The Scottish just voted about 2 hours ago.
That's right.
Today they voted in favor of ceasefire.
That's right.
And which as I said to you, my legal background understand is not a ceasefire between two sides, to be honest with you. It has to be stop the killing.
Stop the killing.
But okay, accept it from these Europeans, from the shame on these MPs and these councillors that who represent our community and refuse to call for ceasefire. Shame on you. This is the Irish. To look to the Catalan.
Yes.
Look to the Welsh.
Yes.
Look to the Scottish.
Yes.
How they human.
Yes.
Or as I said to you before, you need to be a human to understand there is need to stop the killing there.
Yes.
If you are losing your human side, to be a human being, you have to stop the killing. Just simple and easy.
Yes.
When you cry for the Ukrainians, we all cry for them.
We all cry for Ukrainians. Yes, we did.
And we cry for even the Jews who killed for the Second World War as well.
That's right.
And how you can accept the same house this hypocrisy came to this high level of hypocrisy to see, especially from our community representatives. It's crazy how you can accept you to be this community, all your community who voted for you against and asking, calling for ceasefire and demonstrating up daily and every week against this, what's happening there, and trying to just to put a pressure. And at the end of the day, you came and you refused to call for ceasefire.
You know what the frustrating thing for all members of the community, especially in Birmingham, I've been out in the community listening to people, whether it was white, Caucasian, Irish. We had somebody from Italy. We had Palestinians. We had Pakistani. We had Kashmiri. Okay, and even the Irish members of the community who originally appreciate what's happened in Northern Ireland, so they see the oppression in Northern Ireland, so they can relate to it because they grew up in that oppression. Okay, and the frustrating thing is these elected members who, for example, if it's a local authority, they sit on the city council, up and down the country, they made their appropriate decisions, but I'm absolutely shocked with the response for the individuals, as you said, from the Birmingham, and also, even the members, they didn't, even whether the members of parliament, they didn't even abstain, they just didn't even vote, and this is where what people don't realize is they think that they run they're in that post forever. It's only a 4-year cycle.
It is. This is. He will lose because this is because of that. I will start answering your question is about how we organize as a community ourselves and to let them know that there is no chance for you to remain in this seat. If you go back to the situation now, more than 14,000 martyrs there nowadays.
Yes.
14,000.
Just in this conflict.
Just only in this conflict, just from these 42, 43 days. Just let me just update you about the figures here. 14,182, 28 martyrs. Imagine from them there is 5,840 child. Which is about 42% from the total martyrs. 3,920 women, which about 28% of these about more than 60% of the casualties there.
That's right.
Just only from these, if you can imagine, when you will just raise your voice about this to stop killing there, as a community representative. Imagine how the missing more than about 7,000 missing from there. Half of them children and women. When we'll stand, it's just about a month. Where is the human to be a human to stand for this and to call for ceasefire? It's when we'll stand as MB or just community representative, how you can, when you will be what's inside you to accept, just how can I accept these crimes? It's terrible, to be honest with you, and just fascinating to accept what is there.
But brother, what's frustrating as well is the community is crying out for these elected representatives to come on and explain their actions. And they feel that because they are elected representatives of whether the Conservative Party or Labour Party or Liberal Democratic or Green Party, whatever they are, they feel that they are some like high mighty. Once they get into these positions, they're not representative of the community. They fail to realize that this community got them there in that position.
This is the issue. It's between two brackets. It's a democracy, and you have to express your view. This is the issue. It's a democracy, and you have to. No one can enforce you to follow him unless you are stupid. If you don't know that the situation that if you are in a democracy, you have to understand. You have to represent the votes. The people, they gave you their votes, and you have to represent them in this issue. You can't just hijack their voices and just disappear and follow that. There is agenda. You want to follow the agenda. No, you can't do this, because to be honest and because they gave you their voices to represent them. Not just to go and I have this political agenda, I have to follow this political agenda. It's nothing to do with democracy. If you understand the democracy, you have to accept this is the president, I have to be their voice. because there is no chance to have the whole community to parliament.
No.
But we choose one.
We choose one.
To
That's
give
right. That's
our
right.
voice there.
Our
to
voice.
deliver our voice.
And the so-called democracy is, the one with the most votes gets that position, but it's a representative of the whole of the community.
Exactly.
And this is where when there's an issue that affects the whole of the community, hundreds of thousands of people have marched into London. Okay, it's probably the biggest march in London that I've seen in my lifetime, mashallah, right? And it's as I said to you before, it's not Pakistani community, it's not Muslim community, it's not the Arabs, it's not the Palestinians, it's not the Gazans. It's every ethnic group has gone out, and then if you still turn a blind eye, it's absolutely, like I said, words don't come to you to explain what people out in the community are saying. And you know what people in the community do is they look to us as volunteers and they say, look, you are in the media, you are volunteers in the media, get the message across. And that's why, we're grateful, people like you, mashallah, to come in and share your experiences with us.
Yeah, this is very important. The meaning of, they're just losing the meaning of the democracy. Because if they just honest with the seat they are sitting on, they have to be honest as well with their community as well.
Yeah.
Because they, just as you said, they hide themselves and just doing what just following the something hidden agenda to be there. It's not, no. It's not about this is the meaning of voting. The meaning of voting to be my representative there. When I give you my vote, that means I give you the just to, when I need something, you have to express my voice.
Yes.
This is the meaning of the democracy. Not just go there and just, as you said, just hide yourself. And no, I'm not just. You have to be there to represent your community and to put what our interest as well and our views as well to be heard by the top there, by the government.
To be honest with you, Brother Bas, I've also put a message out to the community via Radio Aapke Awaaz. My community talk shows, well-being shows, their view of the member of the community. We've always asked any one of the elected representatives, feel free, give us a ring, feel free to come on our program and explain why you voted. But because they are hiding under that veil of that political party, people are even more frustrated. But what they don't realize is this time next year, the government is going to announce an election. So whether there be an election in October, November next year or early spring 2025, there will be an election because we have a 5-year parliament in the UK. So you have to have an election. And these people, where they're going to put their faces, if they're going to come on my door and ask him, "Oh, can you vote for me?"
I can't trust you anymore. No one. This answer will be if there's someone of these faces come to knock our doors, we'll say we will not. We can't trust you anymore. We put our trust in for the last 5 years, and you lost. So it will be clear for them, and because of that, got the opportunity from your radio here and from all the social media as well to let them know they will lose our voices as well and will not vote for them anymore because this is a serious test for them. This is what's happening now in Palestine, what's happening now in Gaza. It's a serious test for them, and they lost in this test unless if they try to, they got the opportunity now to change if they have just to make pressure on the government to change because what happened now after the Welsh voting of the parliament and after the Scotch as well voting in favor of the ceasefire as well. Supposed to be give them encourage them to put more pressure on the government to ask for more a new vote as well because it's what happening now. It's shame on them if they come from the Welsh and from the Scotch there. Are they more human than our representatives?
That's right. Is it because like the English are so set in their ways, whereas the Welsh authority, the Scottish nationalist, they've also said that as well. And they've also said, about the humanitarian issues. Humanitarian issues is a serious point of view, and it's a serious issue. Now, let's go in a bit further. And Enlighten me on about the uh, people who are held in prison in Israel. Would you have any numbers top of your head on that? Because they don't have the freedom that we have in the UK.
The Palestinians there in the prison, yeah?
Prisons.
The Palestinian prisoners. Yeah, they're more than 7,200 now. They're in the as a Palestinian prisoners there. Before the 7th of October.
October.
7,000 and about 7,200. But now, since 7 October now, more than 3 new prisoners, 3,000. Yeah, they arrested them from the West Bank. But again, to let us go back to say that we are fighting against Hamas. In West Bank, there is no Hamas. Just to let you know. But now the prisoners there, in Palestinian prisoners, 7,200 Palestinian prisoners there. Yeah, and there is now, since 7th October, there is another 3,000 arrested. Yeah, and there is 2,000 what they call administrative detention. If you have an idea about the administrative detention, this is just can arrest you without any crime, anything, without any action. Just we have this hidden list against you, and we can't take you to the court as well.
Do they have a right of trial or appeal?
No. Just to have this, they have their own thingy. They call it administrative detention. And by the way, they inherited that from the British colonial era.
Okay.
And this is one of these things as well. And they got that from the British colonial system, legal system, and they just arrest you and detain you without any to give you this any what you call the
any freedom of speech?
No. There's even there's you can't just go to the court as well to appear in the front of the court. And you can stay for years there.
Okay.
Some of them 3 years, some of them 5 years. That's just every 6 months they renew. This is administrative detention for you without any accusation or something like that.
So, what's happening in West Bank now? What's happening in Gaza now? Phrases like ethnic cleansing has come out. Phrases like apartheid has come out. As you are a master of human rights international law, what would you say when those phrases are mentioned to you?
It is all of these things, to be honest with you. According to what we studied before, that what happening there in Gaza is genocide. What's happening in West Bank as well is ethnic cleansing as well. And by the way, we all, between two brackets, the ethnic cleansing survivors as well. We are, as they said, they are the Holocaust survivors. We are the ethnic cleansing survivors as well. My granddad used to live southern of Jaffa, Tel Aviv,
yeah.
But it's not far, about 7-8 kilo. Okay. That's my original town.
Town, Jaffa.
Yes, it's southern of Jaffa. It's called Nabi Rubin Village. Nabi Rubin Village. It's our original town. There.
Your
evacuated.
Motherland as such.
Yeah, motherland town. Yes, It's and they just evacuated my granddad and all my family to Gaza. And by the way, Gaza is more than 75 to 80% of the population there are refugees. We all refugees there.
Okay.
The majority of Gaza, all refugees. We came from there. We evacuated from there, and because of that we are ethnic cleansing survivors.
Okay.
Because and when we went to Gaza there, my granddad and my dad there, and they just erase the geography of Palestine before. All the towns and the villages was demolished from there, and even they changed, most of them just erased from the map, and many of them as well transferred, came to be a Zionist kibbutzes and Zionist villages as well. With the new settlers there, they just occupied these things. And because that is ethnic cleansing, because when you talk about it's as a typical of ethnic cleansing, what's happening there, according to the international law, and even to these and as well. And what's happening now in Gaza, it's typical genocide when you just and killing just even the without what's called that, just carpet
Carpet bombs.
carpet bombs. You're doing that. This is the meaning of the genocide when you do this. And the apartheid as well, when you come to the law, the same as what happened in South Africa, a few decades ago, and you find what's happening there. When you find a legal system, there is two legal systems in one piece of area.
That's right.
Two legal systems.
That's right.
One which is military legal system. When you deal with this, because it's the same geographical area, I'm dealing with you on a military legal system because you are, why? Because you are ethnically not the same as me.
Not the same as you.
You are Palestinians.
Yeah.
And I'm dealing with this normal legal system, civil legal system, or you call the normal one. Because if there is two, for example, the same action happening from two people, two kids, for example.
Yeah.
If a Palestinian kid throw a stone, he will appear in front of a military court there.
Okay.
And if that Israeli child throw a stone, could be nothing to do, or gonna be, if he harm someone, he will go to the civil court, nothing to do with it. It's the meaning of apartheid. There is streets, divide the streets if they to work for the Arabs and the Palestinians from one way, even if you are Christian or Muslims, because you are Palestinian, we will not allow you to go with this good street or way, because we not allow you because of this. It's the meaning of discrimination. This is the meaning of apartheid. It's because of that. It's all these terms is there in Palestine.
And this has been going on
systematically.
Systematically.
It's systematically. They're using this for the apartheid, especially they're seizing Gaza. They said Gaza is not free, never, still under occupation. When you just blockade Gaza and you just seize all the four sides of Gaza and put them in open prison, as many of these human rights activists said about this, even the Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch, as the American well-known organization as well, describe this this it's what you call this, the blockade, all these things. That mean it's an open prison there, open air prison for the Palestinian in Gaza. The other side, from the West Bank, they said they have their Palestinian Authority. They have nothing to do with this. They control all the, put them there. And by the way, for the last few years, and especially after 7th of October, they let the settlers there, not even the soldiers, the settlers to decide about your life as well, daily life as well.
Okay.
Not even the soldiers themselves, the Israeli soldiers, not even the settlers themselves, to destroy their lives and destroy their trees, olive trees, and they can attack you without any reason. This is the meaning of this, because that it's terrible to be there and to find the situation, how this miserable situation for the Palestinians there. They are suffering daily, not because of what happened for since as they said like the conflict or the problem start with 7th October. No, it start long time before that. And Palestinians suffering for a long time before that, not even 1948, before that, even in 1917. It's a terrible situation, and it's all the meaning of discrimination, apartheid, genocide, ethnic cleansing, which when one fantastic, between two blacks, Jewish thinker, his name is Alan Pape, he wrote a book about this, the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinians. He admits that he used to be Israeli and he just left Palestine, historical Palestine, just to live now in UK. He wrote about this ethnic cleansing, and he put a lot of evidence about this is what happened in Palestine 1948. This is the ethnic cleansing. Not me, he's a Jewish, and he used to be an Israeli before he leaving the country there, to come and to just disclose this. This is the meaning of ethnic cleansing, what happened in Palestine 1948.
And it's just carried on since then, really, hasn't it?
Yes, continuous, because For example, there's a village in the southern of Hebron and Khalil. When they
Yes,
built
Uncle.
the Bedouin there, there's the tribes there. When they built their village, and they demolished that one more than about 200 times. Because they want to be, or they want to live back, go back to their own village there. They not allow them to go there. They just keep ethnic cleansing. What's happening now, even in Palestine now, in Gaza now. Now it's the meaning again, genocide and ethnic cleansing. When you give you the order to leave your home
Yes.
because you are Palestinian, the north of
The,
Gaza,
the north of Gaza.
Gaza to go to that south. Who are you to decide about my life? It's the meaning of genocide and ethnic cleansing as well. We are just watching now live, and no one just say anything about these things from the international community, which is double the pain for the Palestinians.
So it's like I would picture it as like a living Holocaust, really,
It is.
because you starve them of water, electricity, fuel. That, in addition, you are constantly bombing them.
Yeah, it's and on top of all this, and you put a blockade for them. They can nowhere to even to
Ah,
run
GGG.
as well. Yeah, even they want to escape from this Holocaust. Giving them the chance to escape as well. I'm putting you here. No water, no gas, no electricity, no medicine, and I'm gonna bombing you, and I haven't give you the chance even to escape. This that it's never happened in the history. Never happened in the history what's happening now in Gaza. Never ever. Even if there's someone who's bombing the others,
Yeah.
give him the chance to escape as well. No, we put a siege about around all Gaza, and we're gonna go there, and we're gonna bomb as well in the south as well. They said.
That's right. From the north, they told people to go to south, but even in the south, they're still bombing people in the south, aren't they?
Yeah, the correspondent of Al Jazeera, Wael
Yes.
al-Dahdoub,
Yeah. Yes.
who's lost his family there
Family, yeah.
because he evacuated their family from Gaza north to the Al-Nusayrat, the refugee camp there. And there, they just bombed his family, the whole family is gone there.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wife's uncle, her father's brother, yeah, live in Nusayrat as well, a refugee camp. 10 days ago, with his kids, with his grandchildren as well, 14 family member gone in one go. Just erase them from the civil registry. If you can imagine, that's 14 family member in one go.
Just like literally a whole generation wiped out, isn't it?
Yeah. Just erase the whole family. No one just left from his family there. It's terrible situation there, and because of that, it's as you said before, it's continuous Holocaust, which we are just watching now in the screens as well.
Listeners, thank you for joining into our program. And we're here with Brother Abbas, and basically we're discussing the issues and discussing the events in Palestine and Gaza. And Brother Abbas has got first-hand experience because he was brought up in that region. Also, his family comes from that region, and he still has family members in there. So who else to explain the issues, the concerns, and we're ever so grateful to be able to bring out to you, our listeners, first-hand experience from an individual who has connections in the area. As always, we welcome anybody, whether you're from a political arena or whether you're a community member, anybody from any faith. We always give a right of reply to any of our programs. We welcome anybody to come on to my programs and talk these issues and share their concerns with us. If there's any specific questions you have, please put them in our chat box and I'll gladly read them out and we cover them. One of the things I heard in the very early stages that certain authorities mentioned that they really wanted Al Jazeera to stop broadcasting some of those imagery and some of those events that were happening in Gaza. What was your views on that?
What happened today just explain the situation. Today they killed 3 journalists in the south of Lebanon from the Al Madin channel. They want to silence the voices. They don't want no one to hear about these Palestinian voices. And because of that, it's good and it's great from your side to be the voice for these voiceless as well. It's very important to keep this because what happened now, they lost the moral battle, if we can say that. Because as I said, this is the first time in the history to see this, and you just cut off water, food, everything, and bombarding them and not allow them to escape as well. Never happened in the history.
Yes.
First time in history to feel this myself. As I said to you before, we started the international law even supposed to be there's a breach of the Geneva Convention, the fourth Geneva Convention, because the people under occupation has to be the responsibility of the occupier to provide them. It's the international responsibility for them to give them the food and the drink and to a reasonable life as well means to be there. When you cut all these things, that never happened in the history because sometimes you have to put new laws for these criminals.
Yeah, but even when they were opening certain roads, they're given between 2 and 4 hour slots. They were still bombing when people went.
But then they killed a lot of them because of that. They said this is a safe just way to go.
Yeah, that's right. There was a safe way, but they were still bombing them. They're going down the safe way.
No. The people can't trust no one because we have a huge experience with them. We can't trust them, and we know them very well. And because of that, we trust they are just because they're. Myself, I can't call them a state. They are against us. Because they start as against us, under the British Empire umbrella, and they continue their life as against us as well. Because when you can't trust them. The issue is there. They said this is a safe way to go to the south, and they bomb you that in your way. And imagine how the patient there, the people just evacuate from the hospitals. A Shifa hospital, for example, they kill the doctors, the nurses.
But you see, apologies, I'm breaking into your discussion there, but international human rights law does give specific places of worship you're not supposed to bomb. Hospitals you're not supposed to bomb. If you are bombing these particular, you have to give certain evacuation periods. None of that happened there.
No, even again to go back when we start the discussion, you said not about religion.
Yeah,
it is not about religion, but see. When they bomb, they're not about even the mosques or the hospitals. We have this very few number of Christians there, Palestinian Gazan. They are Christians. They have 3 churches. They bomb all of them. Imagine how crazy they are. There is no respect for even the worship places. No mosque, no church, no hospitals, no even the schools, refugees for the displaced people just from their homes. They go to use the refugee UNRWA for the United Nations. The schools supposed to be under the international law protected. These schools, especially because this belongs to the United Nations.
That's right.
They bomb these schools as well. The people there from the north, especially in the north, they use it as a shelter center.
Shelter.
Yeah, they are going there to protect them. There is no because.
But I suppose what you got to remember is that because these places were supposed to be safe havens.
Yeah.
So that's why they went for shelter there. But these are normal residents.
Yeah, it is supposed to be there, and there is limit for this. Your moral issues, and you can't just attack hospitals, and you can't attack mosques. You can't attack the schools as well. You can't attack the churches as well. It's because of that. I said to you they lost the moral battle, especially through the social media, which is because of that they want to silence all these correspondents, and they killed Shirin Abu Akleh 2 years ago, yeah, and they killed this journalist from the Al Mayadeen today, just today, 3 journalists, yeah, and a few days ago from the Reuters.
Reuters, somebody from Al Jazeera.
Yeah, and it is. They don't want, because when the media try to do that, uncover their faces and to give them the reality for the world, because they used to say we are the only civilized nation in this Middle East.
That's right.
This is savages, and we are the only democracy there. And the people, most of the Western public opinion start to be changed and understand they are not, because there is a lot of hypocrisy there, a lot of apartheid, as you said. Even the Arabs inside what they said, the Arab Israelis, and they did not give them the full rights, as they treated them as second-class citizens, which is now the people start to open their eyes and discover what's happened. This is the haven of the Middle East haven? No, it's terribly, the situation is totally the opposite. And the people just start to be, it is what happened from Israel, the only democracy in the Middle East, and this is the civilized nation in the Middle East. They what are doing with children, bombing them. This was that.
Yeah, but these are like month-old, 2-month-old, 6-month-old children who needed those electric incubators, and they've had to remove them and take them to Egypt, because otherwise they wouldn't have. I don't know how many survived, but some of them would have passed away.
Many of them just pass away. They were killed. It's not just because they killed. When you cut off the oxygen from them, you kill them.
Yeah.
Not pass away, because when you cut the oxygen from these, what you call that? This is not babies. That means you are killing them. And this is the issue. And they're scared now. Start because of this social media, and because of that they said, okay, what shall we do? First of all, we not allow just all the permission from the Al Mayadeen, not allow the Al Mayadeen to work there in the historical Palestine, because I don't want to name their because
no, thank you.
Because this country, because there's not a country for me. Because if I name the country, that means I erase myself. And I can't do that for myself. Just to society, to just say this. There is no, in my views, there is no country called by that name. It's the historical Palestine. Now allow the Al Mayadeen to work there. Then they kill the journalist, which is supposed to be protected under the international, as the Reporters Without Borders said. Few days supposed to be when they put the breasts here and here.
So it's quite clear that
it's supposed to be, and the helm there is supposed to be. It's supposed to be protected as to have the right to let the people know what happened there.
That's right.
Yeah. And
so, what would be? We're coming up to almost the end of our show now. We can carry on for another hour or so, but I still have to ask you this question. What do you see? People are talking about some type of ceasefire. People are talking about some type of a two-state solution. What would you see as a solution?
First of all, I hope that they stop the killing there, because this, as I said, it's there's no ceasefire. They're killing the innocent there. They are just keep killing the children. They keep killing the women there. And keep killing the elderly. I hope if the international community wake up and stop the killing there. That's my hope. And they talk about truce between them. It's about the killing, about the innocent Palestinians there. Hopefully, and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect our brothers and sisters there, and give the opportunity, because what I'm saying, I just had the opportunity to speak with my elder brother there. What the situation is there is terrible there. You can't imagine how they're suffering, even to the shelter center. There, the people is suffering, and I got.
So even in the refugee center in the south of Gaza,
I'm talking about the south.
Okay.
And for example, we distribute.
This is so-called the safe haven.
The safe haven struggling to find. For example, we as a charity, Eurolive there in the south, we try to do we distribute food there, and even to the hot meals to them. In one shelter center there in Al Shuhada Al Aqsa hospital, thousands of the north came to there. More than 6,000 to 7,000 people just there. If imagine on the top of the doctors and on the top of the nurses and the top inpatient, they living there in this hospital. And to provide
before I ask you a bit more about the shelter, if anybody wants to donate some money to the Euro Relief charity, how can they go about doing this?
They can go straight to our website, eurorelief.org.uk, or they can contact us on our mobile phone 074 5377 5377, and or call our office there 0121 690 8915. The mobile number is 074 5377 5377 or 0121 690 8915.
Listeners, Brother Bas has read out the numbers, contact numbers as well. I will just repeat that again, and it's 0745 377 5377. That's 0745 377 5377, or a landline number 0121 690 8915. That's 0121 690 8915. We'll give you that number again at the end of the program. So if you haven't got a pen and paper to hand, listen to our program again and you will find the details again. Sorry, brother, you were telling me about the in the relief center down south.
Yeah, the people that can't find even the salt. Imagine the salt just to put it in the... And
so basic salt, which is just for a bit of flavoring.
Yeah, that's for to make their meals as well. Took their meals. They are struggling there. They struggle to find a tent just to cover there, because it starts raining.
Now it's started to rain now. It's
start rain now, for the last 2-3 days. Struggling to find a tent to find them. We try to provide them from Eurolife to provide them tents as well, and even something to cover there in this cold weather there, and start to provide hot meals for them, daily hot meals. Just as I said to you, the people there in one shelter center there is more than 500 families there.
Okay.
And the family members, about between 6,000 to 7,000 people there, just need daily food. We can't even to provide them everyday food, because it will cost more than 6,000 to 7,000 to cover $1 to cover 1 day for food.
Okay.
And because we put for them lentil and some like
chickpeas and
chickpeas and we try to for once or twice a week with some meat to cover, because it's very just because
very expensive.
Yes, very expensive, and because we try to keep them just alive as well. They're still there, and the issue, I just spoke with my brother. I asked him how's the situation. He said we're still alive, but we are not okay.
MashaAllah.
It's terrible the situation, because we try to keep doing this, and because if we have as a community here, keep praying for them, keep doing for dua for them, and keep donating as well to support them, because they need our donation, and they need our help as well, and they need our support as well, and most of them as well, they need our voices to be raised and to be their voice as well here.
Thank you very much, brother. As I said to you, the community of Alam Rock has come out in force over the last 4 or 5 weeks. We have residents from all over Alam Rock, residents from all over Birmingham, who are taking part in this peace march, and all the one main aim is ceasefire and stop killing now. That is the main purpose of the march that our community is involved in.
Yes, I join you here.
Bless
Yes,
you.
yes, I joined that.
you joined
That was amazing, to be honest with you, and I was looking for this is the Palestinians looking for these things, to be the voice for these voiceless. It's very important what you are doing here in Alamruk, and it's appreciated. What this is the efforts from our community here, in our brothers and sisters from Alamruk as well. It's very important as well, as I said to you before. Need to be the voice for them, to donate them, to sponsor the children, the orphans there, because we have for the last 4 or 5 years we have orphan sponsorship program there, but we have to update our list, because what's happening now, crazy. There's doubled and tripled the orphans there, and if anyone want to sponsor any child there, we can do that for £50 a month through our charity there.
Through your charity.
Yes, Eurorelief.
Again, if anybody is interested, it's www.eurorelief.org.
.uk.
Oh, sorry, eurorelief.org.
.uk. Yes.
So the web address is even if you put that in the browser, Eurorelief, it should come up. But it's www.eurorelief.org.uk, and the contact number is the Birmingham number 0121 690 8915. That's 0121 690 8915. Mobile is 074 5377 5377. So 074 5377 5377. So very easy number to remember. And make as much as you possibly can with your donations, and may Allah Ta'ala give you barakat with your donations for these worthy cause. Brother, as we're coming up to the end of the program now, a couple of closing remarks from you. We discussed the plight of the people, we discussed the communities, we discussed their suffering. Immediate problem issue is we want a ceasefire, stop the killing of innocent individuals, and people need to understand this is not a religious war. This is, as we discussed, genocide. What is your final message to the people who are listening to our program?
Hopefully to support the ceasefire issue and start to move and support them and raise their voices as well, and put the pressure on our MPs and the authorities to understand we are calling for ceasefire, stop killing, stop bombing the innocent there, and keep your brothers in your dua, and because they really need your dua and your support as well. Jazakumullah khair. And just I would like to thank the Alamruk community as well to give me the opportunity to be with you, and I'm proud to be part of Alamruk community as well.
Inshallah. Thank you very much, brother.
Jazakumullah khair.
There you are. There was Brother Abbas from Eurorelief, and he had personal views, personal opinions, because his family, and he originated from Gaza as well. So what more can we do is bring you the information from on the ground at the moment. As always, you can contact us on www.apkawaz.co.uk. Mobile number 07944 808 141. Landline number 0121 682 8142. Recording of our programs is always available on live feeds on YouTube, and you can listen to us on Garden app, Hindi radio app, on Radio Aapke Awaaz app. Once again, thank you very much for listening to my program. Until the next time, take care, look after yourself. Khuda Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum.